Hello again, everyone, and welcome back for another edition of the RockCast, a podcast made by Rockhurst University students for Rockhurst University students and anyone who's interested in life at Rockhurst.
Welcome to the special end of the year RockCast. We'll be talking about commencement, our goals for the future, and some plans that we have for this summer.
But first, let's introduce everyone. List your name, hometown, major, year, and thing you'll remember most about this past year at Rockhurst.
My name is Sydney Truesdale. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I will be graduating as a nursing major, minoring in Spanish. So I'm a senior this year, I'm graduating. The thing I'll remember the most about this past year at RU is being able to have all the events again and kind of seeing everything come back to life on campus, like Rockstock, Hawk Wild Week. That was really, really fun, and just other events scattered throughout the year, hanging out with my friends, so yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Merle. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm majoring in physics of medicine and philosophy. I would say something that I guess my most memorable or thing that I've taken away from Rockhurst this year would have to be the people that I met. Like, I've never truly realized until like this year the big impact that networks have on you and the impact and the legacy that people leave. So like, for instance, like Father Curran leaving, like it just goes to show that you never know like how much you'll change not only like your life, but then also like the people around you. So that's definitely something I've taken from this year.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Damian Hood. I'm from Kansas City. My major is in psychology, and I'm a junior. And one of the things I remember most about this year is Black Student Union's first outing event, and it was at Wynwood Skating Rink. And that event was just so much fun, seeing all the people part of Black Student Union get out there on the skate floor and just skating. And they had even a little area for people who like didn't know how to skate, and seeing that, like, quite frankly, the majority of people of Black Student Union over there trying to learn how to skate was just it was very entertaining, but it was very wholesome at the same time, seeing everybody helping each other and engaging and everything. So that was one of my best memories here.
Very humbling.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, comment, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to watch this, you can find us at youtube.com/Rockhurst Talk. If you have any questions or topic ideas, or you're interested in being a co-host, you can send us a DM on the Instagram at Rockhurst University and or contact us through rockhurst.edu.
Yes. And as she mentioned, Sydney is about to graduate in this week. And you're going to start a job at Overland Park Regional Medical Center?
That is correct, yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And you all may not know this about Sydney, but she was actually one of the finalists for the commencement speaker this year.
Oh, yeah, I did not
That's
know that.
A flex.
I did not know that.
Surprise! And as a nominee, has a video feature to be done, a part of the university's Outstanding Grad Series. And Sydney hasn't seen it yet, so first we're all going to watch the world debut of the Sydney Truesdale story. Take a look now.
My name is Sydney Truesdale. I am a nursing student from St. Louis, Missouri, minoring in Spanish. I chose Rockhurst because the nursing program is just so good. It was direct admit, and when I was looking at where I wanted to go, I knew I wanted to be in a smaller school and a close community where I could kind of make an impact at Rockhurst and get to know people and help make the campus feel a bit smaller, but not too small. I think what I'll remember most is the people that I met and the experiences I was able to have through meeting those people. Like I said, Rockhurst is a smaller school. Because of that, you really get to know the people around you. I said, oh yeah. kind of like nervous to meet people, and I really embraced just putting myself out there when I first got here. And I'm really grateful I did that because it allowed me to join some organizations and do some experiences at Rockhurst, like trips and service opportunities that I don't think I would have done if I hadn't done that before. And I will look back and definitely remember that the most, of like the laughter, joy, all the friends I got to meet. That was my favorite part for sure. I'm proud of the fact that I have grown a lot since freshman year, and I've learned that through pushing myself, I get new opportunities and get to try new things, meet new people that maybe I didn't before.
We can
And
actually
that's
talk.
something I wasn't as great at in high school, and I've definitely grown in a lot of ways, and it is truly what made my Rockhurst experience, was doing all those things. The Iggy statue, for me, I just have a lot of good memories of sitting out there with friends and mentors like Celia and Bill, who really meant a lot to me throughout my Rockhurst experience. I love the little spots and the little moments on campus where it's still and beautiful and kind of reflective. I felt like that little corner was somewhere that brought a fond memory for me, and it just reminded me of the heart of Rockhurst and why I came here, why I chose it. The Jesuit mission means a lot to me, and it was just kind of a reminder of who I met along the way here at Rockhurst. I'm graduating as a nurse. I'm gonna take the NCLEX, hopefully pass, and then I'm gonna be working at Overland Park Regional Medical Center on the ortho-neurotrauma floor. So I'll be here in KC for at least a couple years. I had the dream one time to go back to school and maybe be an NP, or maybe years down the line be an anatomy or nursing professor. Who knows what'll happen. For now, I'm just gonna be staying here in KC, working on the ONT floor at Overland Park, and just kinda seeing where life takes me.
That is such a cute video.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny, like, watching yourself. Oh my goodness.
Aww.
Yeah, I love Celia and Bill. They're a big part of my Rockhurst journey and campus ministry. So I'm really glad that they got to come be in the video with me. But poor Bill had to squat. We were like, should we try to find another chair? And Celia's like, honestly, that's so on brand for Bill. And we were like, honestly, it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's so funny.
That's really nice though.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, in the video it kind of talked about ortho-neuroscience. So how did you get into that? Because it sounds like very complicated, yet like extremely smart.
Okay, no. It is so the ortho-neurotrauma floor is basically, I didn't know what I wanted to go into, and I didn't want to do med surg because they typically are a little bit crazier than most other floors. And so I was like, I don't know, but I still wanted to work somewhere where I would see a lot of different things. And so it kind of runs the spectrum of a lot of things. And I did my capstone there, and there's a lot of like hip and knee stuff and like any kind of broken bones. And then neuro is like head injuries, strokes, dementia, and then trauma is like any kind of like car accident, or like we have had, gunshot victims, or, a lot of people who have head injuries come from like a traumatic accident. So like they kind of go together. So that's kind of why we're on the floor. And then what's special about the ONT floor is that since it's a lot of like bones and stuff like that, we work a lot with physical therapy. So there's a physical therapy like room on the floor with like full equipment and stuff. So I kind of just landed there because I really just wanted a day position. A lot of new grads get nights, and I could not handle this. Like, my sleep schedule is really important to me, and I don't think I could handle like being up that late, because then you have to sleep in the next day, and then it's like a whole day off is gone. Yeah. So I don't know. So I really wanted a day position, and they offered me a day position, so I'm gonna be working there. It's a nice newer floor, which I like, and there's a lot of young people on the floor too, so that'll be fun. Yeah.
I hope I never see you in a good way.
Yeah,
I know. Oh, that's so exciting though. Like,
I'll take really good care of you. You come on our floor. You get star treatment, Bree. Thanks.
Hopefully I don't.
Yeah,
That would be like an awkward, like updated broadcast.
Yeah, I come on an episode in a year from now. Bree's hospital episode. Can you
Let's not do
imagine?
too much foreshadowing.
Just
So
a slideshow.
scared.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
No, but
yeah.
I am really excited. They have a nice program for new grads where It's about 6 weeks long, and it's more school and training. So I'll be taking like classes, and like they do like CPR training, that kind of stuff, and then we will be doing simulations, so practicing like what you would do in emergency situations. And then from there I'll move to nights, because typically nights are like slower than the days are, or at least for certain periods of the time. And so they're going to be training us there for a few weeks, and then eventually I'll move on to the floor on the job training, and then eventually, hopefully by like September, I'll be on my own. So, yeah.
So, again, like Bree said, the video was really good. So I was wondering what NP stood for in the video. I was wondering if you had
Yeah,
more
so
detail.
I mentioned my future plans. NP stands for nurse practitioner. So I think the best way to describe it would be nearly the same ability practice-wise as a doctor. You just aren't a physician. It's less schooling, and you can't, in some states you can't have your own practice, and in some states you have to get things like co-signed by a doctor. So it really kind of just depends like where you're going to be practicing. But essentially you have your own patients. You would be, so it's basically a doctor. It's just a different way of getting there. It's not a doctorate, but like it's a higher level of education. I think it's like a master's, and then you have to get a doctorate in nursing, or at least the program I was looking at. They're all different. And then you would do, like residency, all that kind of stuff. And then eventually you can have like patients. Like growing up, like my pediatrician also they had a couple of nurse practitioners in the office, and like I would see them sometimes, like if I couldn't get in with the doctor. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. It was just something maybe I thought about. So who knows? I think way back, I feel like when I was younger, the dream was like be a doctor, and then physician's assistant, and then I settled on nursing because it felt like the best combination of like the things that I love, which is like working with people and the medicine. So if maybe I was ready for a change in the future, I could see myself going back to get higher education, because either way, if I want to be a professor or something like that, I would have to get at least a master's, I think, which would be cool. I also wanted to be a teacher when I was younger, so I really bounced around. I wanted to be a firefighter for a little while.
I really just wanted to help
I
people.
did. I guess I did. I guess that is the common theme there. But yeah. So I feel like I would love to be a nurse educator. I think that would be really, really fun. Like coming back to like teach at a nursing school, or like even, like a place like Rockhurst who has like a nursing program. Like that would be really cool for me. I think that would be a good combination of things that I like. But who knows? I want to be a nurse for a little while first before I go back to school.
I don't even blame you.
Yeah, no.
Are there like any things like on campus that you'll miss as far as like just the Rockhurst community in general?
Yeah, it's super, it's obviously really bittersweet, I guess would be the word, because I'm ready to move on and not be going to school anymore, and start making a little money. Not living on the college ramen noodle budget anymore. Will be nice, but I'm really gonna miss my friends and the people, and I feel like Rockhurst has just been such a really special community, and getting to know the people here. I met lifelong best friends for sure, and just getting to have us all in one little space together, I'm gonna really miss. But a lot of us are staying here, and a lot of us are going on to do what we love and what we want to do, which is why we came to school here. So it's just remembering that. But I'm definitely going to be sad because I'm going to miss all my friends. Everyone's like, this is our last week together. Like, we need to go do this, we need to go that, and like trying to hang out as much as possible. So, yeah.
Nice.
Do you have any advice for the upcoming seniors once they get into Capstone or looking into their career?
I would say the biggest struggle for me senior year was figuring out how to balance my want to see people and hang out, and then remembering that I still have like a year of school left. So trying to stay focused and really prioritizing my time. But I feel like a lot of people get to this point of the year, or at least I've heard, and they're like, oh, I wish I would have done this. Sorry, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have hung out with this person. So I would just say, like, follow your heart and whatever you want to do. And if, there's somebody you've talked to and you're like, oh, I really miss them, reach out to them and meet up with them, because, you're not going to regret doing that. And as much as maybe future you will be a little bit more stressed about the paper, you'll have time. I feel like, I personally have not regretted the times when I prioritize the people that I love. So just making those memories that I'll remember. Yeah, I feel like staying focused, but making time for friends too. It's hard sometimes though.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're busy. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for sharing your advice and the different plans that you have for the future. I know there's definitely probably some people that are watching that are even thinking about nursing or in the nursing program. So I'm glad you kind of shed light on what that process was like. So congratulations on your upcoming graduation, and we know that you'll do great things.
I'm really excited for you guys. You both are juniors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for you. You're gonna have so much fun, and I'm really excited that everything's gonna be back in person, and Bri's gonna be playing some crazy events next year, so excited for that. Yeah, you guys are gonna have so much fun. I'm really excited for you. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So what do you guys have planned? I'm gonna be starting a new job, so I will be here in Kansas City, but I know summer is either, I feel like, a work summer or a hangout summer. I know it's kind of your last summer, so what are you gonna do?
Whoa, it is the last summer. I didn't even think of it that way. Well, it's definitely giving 40 hours a week.
Okay, yeah.
So I actually found a job on LinkedIn.
Good for you.
And so I'll be working for the St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank.
Oh,
and it's very serious, guys. That background check, screening, fingerprints. That was new. So it's very serious. Hello, government, if you're watching.
Yeah. Bri is a wonderful person, we promise.
I'll see you in the summer. I can't take anything seriously. But on a serious note, I am so excited about it. I'll actually be working in their DEI office of the bank. So that'll be a very different experience and very enriching. So I'm excited to do that. As of right now, I don't have any trips planned, but I really, really want to go out of town. I just miss traveling, and I love traveling so much. And I haven't been in a while, so I'm hopefully one of those weekends I can squeeze a trip in. And then in August, back at it, because I'll be an RA in Rock Road next school year. So yeah.
You are. Oh, I'm sorry, Damian. Are you the family who goes on a trip for Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah. Do you guys do a summer vacation too?
We usually it kind of just depends. I was invited to a wedding, but I have work. Oh, and I was like, whoa, this sounded like adult problems. Yeah, you get invited to things. Oh, I have work. And it's 8 to 5, y'all. It's every day, except Sunday and Saturday. But anyways, yeah. So we don't have anything specific planned for this December, but we usually have trips. But when I graduate, so thinking about spring of 2023, we're going to Greece. And I'm so excited.
I am jealous.
I'm so excited to do a vlog.
Take me with you.
Hey.
I'll meet you there. Maybe
I'll book a trip. Everybody.
Yeah, inspiring me. Greece is on my bucket list.
On a similar note to Greece, I plan on going to Italy after I graduate with my auntie, because she promised me a trip after I graduate college. It was technically supposed to be high school, but it's college now.
That's fun.
Similar to Bri, I'm waiting on whether or not if I have this internship with Children's Mercy. It's an ADHD summer treatment camp. And so basically I'll just be working with little kids outside, setting up what's the word, activities for like sports and everything. And of course, I have to go through a process where I am learning over the summer about like certain tendencies and behaviors of the children that I have to take note of as well,
Right.
and everything of that sort. As far as trip, once I get back to campus, like in the fall, my grandma is turning 95.
Oh.
So I got
That's
asked,
awesome.
yes,
That's a
like
blessing.
wow, it still looks good. So for
Right.
95, I got asked if I wanted to do something for that because her children are putting together like a big event, and it'd be like at a big venue and everything. It'd be a lot of food and such and everything. And so I'm most likely gonna end up writing a poem for the
Cool.
event.
Love
And
that.
I'm just excited for it because I haven't seen my family from Poplar Bluff in a very long time, like actually hung out with them. Usually we're in and out due to COVID and our appointments down there. So I'm really excited for that.
Yay, that's
Ooh.
exciting.
Yes.
Happy for you.
So excited for that poem too. Guys, he
Yeah.
makes amazing poems.
He does.
So does Bree.
He does.
Oh,
You do
we're
too.
not talking about me.
Both of you.
He makes all the poems. You make way more than I do. I will say that. Like his
Do you have a book?
portfolio
Do you
is
have a
extensive.
Oh. Do you have
It's very
do you have an
expensive.
account? Like an Instagram account?
I don't have an Instagram account, but I'm on something called Poetizer.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
And that one is just basically a friendly community where they just post poems back and forth, and then you can comment and like and everything of that sort. So I mean, that's what I'm on. But also on Instagram, on my page, I have like a highlight reel, and then all my poems are screenshotted
Cool.
on that story too. So
Podcast idea for next year. You guys do poems. Poetry night.
poetry podcast. Ooh.
You know something that I hate? ASMR.
Are you gonna do it?
The noise just
The whistling?
no,
Or the,
like the chew.
That part. So sorry.
It's more so the chewing and the crunching. Like
Yeah.
like how do people listen?
Close your mouth.
That would be fun. We could think about that one day. Do
That'd
a
be really interesting.
like
Talent show.
set the lights low. Home night. Special
Get us a
edition.
little stool.
Oh, we should sit on
Like that.
stool. It's actually a really good idea.
Save that for later.
Yeah, back pocket.
So no.
Yeah. Well, my summer sounds a lot less fun than you guys'. I have to study for the NCLEX, which is gonna be a little rough. But all the planning for it, like it's so expensive, you guys. Like registering was $200.
Oh my.
And then I have to buy, just to register. And then like I do fingerprinting and like obviously because I mean makes sense taking care of people. So you gotta do fingerprint, like all the like testing.
Right.
It's like $50, $60. And then if I want to buy like a study site, which like I want to pass the first time obviously, so I'm gonna try to do that. So I'm going to buy it. It's gonna be like upwards of like $100 probably.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm bleeding money right now. It's okay though. I just need to hunker down and study. So it's kind of a fake graduation because like I'm not really
Right.
done. I'm like I have to like I'm gonna take a couple weeks off, and I have a grad party at home and just like be around family and friends and hang out and just not do school. And then I'm probably gonna come back here until I study, take the NCLEX, and then spend a little bit more time at home before I move back here for realsies.
Nice. When is the NCLEX? Like what?
I don't. So it's like after you graduate, they send you an authorization to like once they receive your transcript and all that. So in the next
I
couple
see.
weeks,
Okay.
they will send me like a link to test because one of the requirements to take the test is to graduate.
Gotcha.
So which makes sense. So so I can't sign up until they send me the link, and then once I get the link, I'll either do it in St. Louis or Kansas City, whichever one gives me a sooner test because I just want to get done.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm assuming that there's no like actual like due date.
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, as long as I have plans to take it, like
Okay.
while I'm working there and orientating, it's fine as long as I'm not on my own. And so,
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, because I won't be on my own till like September, and I'll for sure, even if I didn't pass the first time, which I'm not going, I'm going to pass the first time.
Yes,
I
you
could
will.
take it
Yes.
again,
Yes.
and I would still have time. So, yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank
like,
you.
Yeah. I know when you're talking about the cost, like something my friend talked about, which it kind of really brought in like the concept of money and time. Like you're eating like a meal and like you get the bill and it's like, wow, this is 3 hours of me working. And when you think of it that way, I'm just like, man, I don't want to spend
Nothing.
Yeah.
But that's exciting though. Big
Yeah.
girl job.
Big girl job. I don't
We'll
know.
almost be there.
Yeah. I'll let you know how it goes, how the adult life
Yes.
goes. I don't know, which way first big girl purchase be? I guess it'll be a car. I need to get a car. But
Wheel.
I might be doing, I'll probably get, but even like used cars right now are expensive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, everything's expensive.
yeah,
I was
everything
like,
is expensive right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a car, but I feel like I should do something more fun. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll go on a trip.
Hey, I'll always
Possibilities are endless.
always root for a trip.
The experience, yeah. Okay, as we kind of come to the end of our podcast for today, why don't we take a look back at our year in review, see what stood out to you, good times, bad times, what you overcame, what you were excited about, classes, events. How was it? How was 2022/2021?
Yeah. So I will say that like for me personally, I think 2021 was rough, which I just think it was just a lot of things going on, and when you sometimes, I guess a lot of people forget that like, yes, you're a student, you're a leader, but like you also go through things as well. So I think it was a really tough year, just like juggling everything and like being an RA, being a leader, and like also keeping up with academics. I would say it was really hard. But looking into like this past semester right now, I would say that it's been a really enriching experience. Like BSU, absolutely love BSU. It's bittersweet, but I'm not going anywhere. And I'm sitting next to the new BSU president too. But it was such a great year, and I had so much fun with the e-board. And then I would say with student senate president, like it's crazy because like last semester, my running mate and I, Emma Barbin, we talked about it. It was funny because the previous president and vice president, they posted a picture, and it was kind of like a recap of them together at midnight breakfast, and they were like signing out, you know, and it was so funny because in the background of the picture was me and Emma, and we were actually talking about running at midnight breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was low-key like really funny, like
That's funny.
looking at that picture, we were actually talking about that.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about like what's in store for that. And I would just say like it's just been a really exciting year, and I'm just excited to see what happens. I will say Rockstock was really nice. I enjoyed it. I got a flower, so that was nice. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think I had a lot of fun with my friends.
Yeah.
And it's hot now. Like
It's toasty.
guys, it's like 90 degrees all of a sudden when everyone's leaving.
Yep.
So
Yeah, great. Right. Perfect for moving out all of the stuff.
literally. So I would say as far as like the weather, I'm excited to like, I'll still be on campus for a few days after my residence leave. So just enjoy campus while it's still warm. But then also just get excited for the summer because I do have a gap between like now and when my job starts, which is in June. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Very interesting. Sound like you had good times bad and everything. But but no, even speaking on your point about BSU, like this was my first year on an e-board at all for an organization, and it was really exciting for me to work with you and everybody else that was on e-board. And it gave me a lot of experience, and of course it encouraged me to run for president. Got the presidency. That's cool. But the 2021, that fall semester was a breeze in the sense of it flew very quickly. And then spring this semester came along, and quite literally the most memorable events that occurred was during February, and that was during our Black History Month events that BSU is putting on. So of course I have all those memories going on, and those events were very powerful. We did have one event that like turned upside down, of course, but we bounced back and we were able to put on more shows for Rockhurst University and for the Black culture around campus and all that. But that's about it.
Nice.
Just Black Student Union really was honestly my life for this year, junior year. Like I put everything into it. I really wanted this year to go so well, and I believe overall it did. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
He did a lot in his role. He went above and beyond. I'm not just saying that, but you really did. So I
Sounds
know a
like
lot
the
of people
perfect
appreciate
president.
that. Yeah.
Thanks.
See how it comes full circle.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. My year was similar. I think 2022 has been better than 2021. I think just finally starting to kind of feel like things are returning to normal has been amazing. Done a lot of wonders for my mental health, and just like getting to see everyone has been amazing. And I think starting the year I was like kind of sad because I was like anticipating that maybe things could go back to COVID times and I wouldn't get to do a lot of my senior year stuff. So I've been excited that I did get to do a lot of it. And Frosh was really fun. I got to come back as a leader this year because they had enough people. I used to be a coordinator, and Bree was there. It was really awesome. She did a wonderful job. And then I really enjoyed just like hanging out with my friends and enjoying those little moments. And then this semester has been really fun. It was kind of a surreal, like wrapping up my experience at Rockhurst and Research College of Nursing, and just kind of plugging away. And Active Minds was really kind of my heart and soul also this year. And so we had a lot of events and we put a lot of time into that. So yeah, that has also been a special place in my heart for the past 4 years. So it's crazy to think that it's done. But it's definitely in good hands. So I look forward to seeing what they are going to do next year. But yeah, all this spring, like these last like couple months of school are always my favorite because there's dances like with my sorority, and then there's formals, and then there's Rockstock and like Hawk Wild Week, and lots of freebies. Like in like our Stress Less Week, like we brought a bunch of free stuff this year for Active Minds, and so just getting to have fun like the last couple months has been really awesome. Just getting to hang out with people. Yeah.
It's official,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. I guess that is our show for today, and that's a wrap on season 2 of the RockCast. You can catch up on past episodes on the YouTube channel, and there will be a few interview podcasts done this summer, so keep checking in if you're interested. And I guess for the last time, this is for Bri'Yana, Damian, and myself, Sydney Truesdale. This is the last time on the RockCast. We will see you later.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.